Manchester United were seconds away from defeat. The momentum, gone. The 4-game winning streak, over. Frustration building at the London Stadium, and then Benjamin Šeško stepped up. One finish, one moment, one rescue act. Final score, 1-1. But while the equaliser saved United from embarrassment, it also sparked a huge debate. Because after the match, Gary Neville delivered a statement that has sent shockwaves through the fanbase, and it was directed straight at Benjamin Šeško. Neville didn't hold back. He praised the young striker for his composure and presence, but he also made something very clear. Right now, Šeško is saving Manchester United. The question is, should he have to? That line alone changes the narrative. Let's break this down. United were not at their best against West Ham. The midfield lacked rhythm. The wide areas weren't clinical enough. The build-up was slow. And once again, the team looked like it needed a spark. That spark came from one man. Šeško's movement in the box was intelligent, his timing was perfect, and his finish? Ice cold under pressure. It wasn't just a goal, it was responsibility. And that's exactly what Gary Neville pointed out. According to Neville, United's attack too often looks reliant on individual brilliance rather than structured dominance. He suggested that while it's brilliant to see a striker stepping up in big moments, the burden on Šeško is growing fast. And here's the big debate. Is Benjamin Šeško already Manchester United's main man? Think about it. In crucial moments recently, who has delivered? Who has bailed the team out when performances dipped? Who looks most likely to score when chances are limited? It's Šeško, and that's incredible for a player still settling into the club. Neville also highlighted something important: leadership presence. Not shouting, not pointing, but stepping up when it matters most. That's what elite forwards do. But here's where the shocking part comes in. Neville warned that relying too heavily on one forward at this stage of his United career could be dangerous. He stressed that the responsibility needs to be shared, that Bruno Fernandes, the wingers, and even midfield runners must contribute more consistently. Because if Šeško becomes the only consistent match winner, opponents will adapt quickly. Double mark him, cut supply lines, force others to decide the game. And that's where United's collective growth becomes critical. Now let's flip the perspective. There's another way to view this. Maybe this isn't over-reliance. Maybe this is simply the arrival of a new era striker. Every dominant United team had one. Van Nistelrooy, Rooney, Van Persie. Players who didn't just score, they defined moments. Is Šeško becoming that figure? Against West Ham, he didn't hide. He didn't drift wide to escape pressure. He stayed central, stayed patient, trusted his chance would come. That mentality is rare. Neville's comments weren't criticism, they were a challenge. He essentially asked the squad, if Šeško can step up in the 90th minute, why can't the rest of you step up earlier? And that's a powerful message. Because the 1-1 draw wasn't a disaster, but it wasn't dominance either. United are building something under Carrick. Structure is improving. Discipline is stronger. The defensive shape looks more secure. But elite teams kill games. They don't rescue them late. If anything, this match exposed both progress and vulnerability. Progress because United never stopped pushing. Vulnerability because they needed a last-minute hero. And that hero was Šeško. Now the fans are asking the big question, is he already untouchable in this squad? Based on form? Absolutely. Based on mentality? Very close. Based on impact? Without question. But becoming the main man at Manchester United carries weight, expectation, pressure, scrutiny. Neville knows that better than anyone, so perhaps his statement wasn't shocking. Perhaps it was protective, protecting a young striker from carrying a rebuild on his shoulders alone. Because the truth is, this is still a team in transition. Carrick is shaping identity, young players are growing, consistency is forming but not fully locked in. Šeško is shining inside that process, and that's a positive sign. But if United want to compete at the highest level, they need more match winners, more leaders, more players willing to take responsibility when games stall. So here's the final thought. If Šeško is already saving United in key moments, what happens when the rest of the squad reaches his level? That's when momentum becomes dominance. That's when draws turn into wins. That's when streaks extend beyond 4 games. Gary Neville's message wasn't just about one player, it was about standards. And right now, Benjamin Šeško is meeting them. The question is, can the rest of Manchester United rise with him? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Is Šeško already the new main man, or should the responsibility be shared more evenly? If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more Manchester United news and analysis. Because one thing is clear, Benjamin Šeško isn't just scoring goals, he's shaping the narrative, and the story is just beginning. Stay tuned, Reds.